Hi everybody, today we're going to test out the HiBoost Travel 2.0 car cell phone booster. I'm going to do an unboxing, I'm going to test it, I'm going to review it. Now I want to make a couple of caveats before we get started. I need to let you know that HiBoost has sent me this unit to test. They've seen some of the other cell phone stuff I've done online. I guess they like what I do and decided to have me test this. But with that said, I will tell you that I will do an absolutely honest review, nothing held back. I'll point out the good, the bad, the ugly. The other thing I want to mention is that I do have a discount coupon. It's 20% off. So if you wish to purchase this item, I'm going to put the discount code down below and I'll also put it in the description so you have it there as well. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is open the box and see what we got. Okay, when we open the box, first thing we find is this user manual, which I actually found out to be pretty useful, and you can see that they've offered 3 different versions. There's the Travel 2.0 car, the RV, and the truck. And the major difference is that the car version has a magnetic antenna that you just slap on the roof and run the cord through your door or whatever. And so there's no installation really. Whereas the RV and the truck models have a more permanent antenna. Their larger antennas are probably a little bit better, but this makes the use of this particular car unit quite simple. So let's look in the box and we'll pull out this cover here and we can see we've got the unit here. There we go, we got it out. It's got a piece of protective plastic over it to cover that nice glossy cover with the LED lights here. And you've got these red caps, which we'll take off, covering up the nice gold contacts. So that's pretty cool. And then we lift this out and you can see the rest of the kit in the box here. So here's the outdoor antenna, which we'll pull out. As I said, the outdoor antenna is magnetic, as you can see. Sticks to the car there firmly, so you can actually drive with that. It's really a good connection. And if you want to put it on something that's not magnetic, they give you this stick-on pad. And these Velcro double-sided are for attaching the unit to something. You obviously don't want the unit banging around in your car. This is the indoor antenna. This is a USB adapter, so you can put in your cigarette lighter. But the unit runs directly on USB, so if you have a USB port that you can use, you just plug this in, power it up, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's what comes with a kit. The HiBoost, this manual is actually quite good. A lot of times when you have an overseas manual, the language is a little strange, and of course, I've traveled in Asia, and I know that translating from Asian languages can be a little bit tricky, but this one's pretty good, and there's actually a lot of good information in this manual, and I actually learned some things, even though I know a lot about cell phone boosters. But here's the RV version. You can see the different antennas and power setup. This one has an AC. And here's the truck, which has the smaller indoor antenna, and it has more of a pole-style outdoor antenna. And this is the car unit, which we have, which you can see all the components right here. Before we continue on, I just want to point out something kind of humorous in this manual, which makes sense, but it's kind of funny. It says, your signal strength is going to be a good indicator of how fast you can download and stream. But for voice, it's more like, can I make a call or not? If you can make a call, you should not care how many bars you have, as long as the call goes through and everyone can hear everyone. Looking at bars is just going to make you cranky. So, as funny as that is, it's actually true because the number of bars really doesn't mean anything. What matters is your signal strength. In this manual, they're going to give you a couple of options to download applications. You can register your unit, but you can also use the applications to test the unit and test your signal strength. I'm going to use my own version. I use speedtest.net. We're going to use that to test it. Also, if you're interested in just hearing my results, go to the timestamp below, and I'm going to just give a summary and a conclusion. And you can also, if you decide to purchase it, you can do so at any time. You don't have to watch the video, but I do recommend that you do watch the video. When you're looking at the signal strength, the main thing that you're going to discover is what they want separation between the outdoor antenna and the indoor antenna. So that means there's the horizontal distance and there's the vertical distance, and you want that to be as much as you possibly can manage in your car. And they also want you to keep the outdoor antenna away from windows and sunroofs and things like that. So the more enclosure you have in your vehicle, the better. So that's the gist of the testing and signal testing. So if you just manage the distance and separation between your 2 antennas, that's going to give you a better signal. The other thing that I always point out when I'm talking about cell phone boosters is sometimes they have a bad rap, and that's because of a concept called MIMO. MIMO is multiple in, multiple out. And so your cell phone will have usually at least 2 antennas. And what 4G and 5G technology does is it'll take signals from different antennas and different frequencies, combine those to give you the best possible signal. A cell phone booster is just a single antenna, so it's not able to do that. So you really want to use your booster in situations where you're a long way from a tower and there's probably only one tower. Where I am right now, we have one bar and it's really shaky, so this is probably a good location to test the unit. We're going to get this installed, and again, this is just a plug and play. There's no tools, there's no involved installation, so you can just put this on your car. And the nice thing about this antenna is it's portable, so you can put it on your car, go camping, and if you want to take it off, then you just take it off your roof and you can take it out of your car and it's no longer in the way. So that's a really nice thing about it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just take this antenna and I'm going to plop it on the back of my vehicle. And because they want it 12 inches away from windows, I'm going to put it near the back and actually in the middle of the vehicle. Okay, so I'm just going to plop this baby right here in front of the standard antenna. I'm going to point the cord over toward that rear door, and I'm going to run the cord through the door. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is just route the cord over here. I'm going to put it through the corner of the door here, and the door will just close on it. There's no point in putting it through the window, really, because you might crush the cord, and the seal, the rubber seal, will keep it pliable, so you can just close the door. So now our outdoor antenna is installed. So now we're just going to take the unit, we're going to plug it into a USB, and we're going to plug both antennas in, and then we're going to start our testing. So next we've got to install our two antennas, and if you look at the unit, one side is marked outdoor, and the other side is marked indoor. So this is the outdoor antenna, so we're going to attach it to this end, which also has the power and the USB port. So you just push it on and then tighten it up. They're nice gold contacts, which is awesome. Now we're going to take the indoor antenna and we're going to attach that. Okay, so now everything's hooked up. This is my indoor antenna, this is my outdoor antenna, and this is my USB power. So we're ready to go, but it's not turned on yet, because before we turn it on, I want to try my cell phone and just see what kind of reception we get here without any booster. Okay, so I'm going to go to my app, which is speedtest.net. Now remember, you can use the one that they point out in the manual, but I'm just used to this one, so I'm going to use it. Okay, so for the first test, we're going to do a baseline test with just the phone with the booster turned off, okay, and see what we get. Got to give it a little time to do its thing. And now we're done. And we got 1.42 download speed and 1.05 upload speed. And those are megabytes per second. You can see it on the phone here. So now I'm going to plug in the booster and we're going to test it with the booster. I should also point out that I've got one bar without the booster. Okay, now I've got the booster plugged in. I've got my blue lights on. And I'm going to test it and see what we get. Oh, and let me get my antenna next to the phone. That always makes a difference. Now I jump to 3 bars. Again, the bars don't really make a difference. What matters is the speed. Now I'm at 4 bars. So I've gone from 1 bar to 4 bars, which is pretty amazing. The nice thing about the bars is it does tell you that your booster is working. So that's good. So now let's test again with the booster. Bear with me. And we've got 12.0 megabytes per second download speed, and we've got 5.26 megabytes per second upload speed. So you can see that's a fabulous improvement. But more importantly, what I've discovered is with the cell phone boosters that there'd be a lot of times when I'm out in the boonies and let's say I want to upload a photo to Instagram and I've got 1 bar or whatever and I try to upload it and it tries to upload it and then it just says error, we can't upload it because it's not fast enough. Then I switch on the phone booster and boom, it uploads. So that's the night and day difference that you discover when you're using a cell phone booster. Okay folks, for this part of the test I'm in the van, and you might be wondering why I'm in the van. The reason is I want to check out the HiBoost and how it performs with the outdoor RV style antenna, the big 4-foot high one, which is different than the car antenna, the magnetic one that goes on the roof that comes with the travel car 2.0 kit. So there's going to be 3 tests. There's going to be the HiBoost just as it comes with the car antenna, the HiBoost with the RV antenna, and then we're going to compare that to the HiBoost with the RV antenna. So I'm going to take a speed test on all 3 and show you those, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now we are going to test the HiBoost unit, car unit, just as it comes. We're going to place our phone right over the indoor antenna. I'm hooked up to the outdoor car antenna, which is just on the roof of the van. So we're going to start the test, and here we go. We'll see what happens. That is an impressive result. Now the download speed is fast, but it's not crazy fast. It's 65, but the upload speed is incredible at 21.6, and that's a really fast upload speed. So here it is, the one we just did. And I'm actually in an urban area. Signal's pretty good, so we're going to get pretty high numbers here. Okay, so what I've done for this test is I've removed the car antenna from the outside and I've hooked up the RV antenna. So now we're going to do another test. I'll hit it right now and we'll see if it makes any difference. Interestingly, the download speed is 110 and the upload speed is actually a little lower. That's interesting. So we're 110 and 7. So here's the numbers right here so you can see them. Okay, for the final test, we're going to test the HiBoost unit just as we used it with the RV antenna outside. And you can see these two antennas here. They're both the indoor antennas. This is the HiBoost antenna, it's slightly larger, and this is the HiBoost antenna, which is a little bit smaller. So I'm going to place my phone right on the HiBoost antenna, and we're going to start the test. Download speed's about 74. The upload speed is quite fast with this HiBoost. It's about 17. So here's the final result with the HiBoost. It's pretty good on the upload speed. Okay, so what's the conclusion now? First of all, when you test like this and you test speed, from 1 minute to the next it can vary. So really the right way to do it is just to alternate the different systems and do a lot of tests and then take the average. But we just get an idea. I was just trying to figure out if the HiBoost is lacking in performance in any way, both by using the car antenna and also comparing it to the more expensive HiBoost unit. And to be fair, since this is the 2.0 unit, my HiBoost unit is more comparable in price to the 3.0 unit. So we're testing the cheaper unit against the more expensive HiBoost. So this thing has performed really well and I'm really impressed with it. I like upload speed. It's important to me because that means like when you're uploading, you're sending a text or you're sending an email or you're, more importantly, trying to upload an image to Instagram or something like that. If you have higher upload speed, that's really helpful. Download speed is when you're surfing the net or you're downloading a file or you're downloading a photo or you're gaming or doing whatever. So that's download speed. So for me, the upload speed is really important. And I think the HiBoost has proved to do pretty well with the upload speed. So anyway, that was a worthwhile test. Again, there's a lot of variations, so it is what it is. But I think we've established that there's no great discrepancies actually between either unit. Both the HiBoost and the HiBoost work great. So that's definitely a thumbs up for the HiBoost, comparing it heads up with the HiBoost. I'd like to talk about my results and what I've discovered using this booster. The first thing I want to point out is this is the 2.0, the HiBoost 2.0 version, which comes in the car, the RV, and the truck version. There's also a 3.0 version, and the difference is the booster unit. The 3.0 is slightly different, and I've talked to HiBoost. They didn't send me one, but I've talked to them about it, and I asked them, and it's at a higher price point. This one retails for $399. Of course, with my discount, you can get it for $319, I think. And then the 3.0 retails for $499. So it's a $100 difference retail. My understanding is it just gives you slightly better reception and just maybe some more clarity, maybe less propensity to drop calls or whatever, and maybe just a little bit more speed. The point is that this affordable price point unit seems to work just fine. As you can see by the test, the numbers are really good. I've been pretty impressed with the owner's manual. The kit is really nice. I think basically I would recommend this unit. Compared to the HiBoost is more the name brand, I think, that's more well-known. And they're very well made and they're very nice, but they are more expensive. My HiBoost that I use is just fine, but I would not hesitate to buy this unit or recommend it. So that's my assessment of the test. So I hope it was helpful. If you've got any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. So don't forget to take advantage of the discount that I offer in the description below. And I really appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.